No, you certainly cannot. You'd have to stop training for 5 years. Talk to me about back training, because a lot of women are probably watching this, probably a lot of guys are watching this too, and they're wondering, you do have a really good back. Are there any tricks when you're doing your rowing movements? How do you really ensure that you use your lats as opposed to cheating with your arms or your forearms or anything else for that matter?
Oh, I mean, everything I do, I'm really good with my form. I'm really strict about it. And I've always been strict with my form. And I do a lot of I like to squeeze, I know I'm hitting them muscles, It's just kind of like I just really focus on the squeezing, and I really feel it. And it just, and the different movements, I do the basic movements, but I'm really about form.
Do you think that some people try to lift too heavy and that's probably why they don't get the results that they're looking for?
Yeah, I see that quite a bit at my gym.
Yeah. Do people come up and ask you for advice a lot when you're there?
Oh yeah, I get that a lot. In fact, the other day some older gentleman came up and asked me, So I get, all different ages.
He was probably just trying to pick you up though, the older guy.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you one more thing. What about cardio? Do you have to do cardio, or is your metabolism just too good?
It's pretty good. I have to watch my cardio, and that's what I was thinking of lately. I'm just getting so lean so fast that I only do 40 minutes cardio, and I was thinking about cutting it down to 30, just because my metabolism's up the roof,
Yeah.
So yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, that's not a bad problem to have. A lot of girls are probably listening to this and cursing you because they're doing 3 hours of cardio. You're cutting your cardio back.
Yeah, even for the USA, I only did 30 minutes.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. You're lucky. You're very lucky. Let's talk about posing, because you know what? I love watching your routines on stage. You're always very creative up there. You always, kind of captivate the audience, and very few people do that on stage anymore. I think the women put a lot more into their routines than the men do. But your routines are especially creative. Is that something you just enjoy doing, and then you put a lot of effort into it because of that?
Oh, I love it. That's my favorite. I wish I did that and help women out all the time. In fact, I actually help a guy at my gym do his routine. He loved it too. He got lots of compliments. It's fun to me. I love to show drama, and just create that routine and, get the audience wow, and get them really watching it. I don't want some boring routine.
I don't either. I'm always falling asleep. Yeah, I fall asleep in my chair watching most of them, and then you get a good rare one every once in a while, like yourself, and it's thank God.
And that's another thing. I was really disappointed for the Tampa, because I actually started creating a routine based on props, and I found out you weren't allowed to have props.
Yeah, I know. They don't want any creativity in the IFBB.
Listen, I really was going to wow the audience with this certain routine. I was like, damn, so I had to totally change my song, and I've been creating another routine.
What were you going to do? Were you going to do a striptease or something like that on the stage?
No, you're gonna think I'm serious. I could have made it work, but I was going to do a song called Abracadabra, and I was going to use magic.
Oh,
and
wow.
I could have done that.
That would have been great.
Something that, and I had the props and everything, and I was going to, use it into my routine. And it would have been cool. And they said no.
Maybe what you should do is we should video it anyway, someplace else, and then we can use it as a tool to sell your guest posing wares. I would hire you if I was running a show. I'd hire you if you're going to do magic tricks while you're posing on stage. That would have been great.
You laughed, but I found
I'm not laughing. It's a great idea.
I found the right props that I could actually do that. It was just amazing. I was like, oh, cool, I can actually do this magic trick and turn into a pose. And it would have been cool.
It's a phenomenal idea. I wish I would have thought of that myself. I'm telling you. Great idea. I say you do it. I'm telling you, you'll get guest posing gigs from it.
Maybe Olympia. Do they do
any props? I would just do it anyway.
No.
Who cares? They're getting rid of women's bodybuilding anyway. Just pull the props out. What are they going to do? Disqualify you? All right, well, Angela, you're going to be on stage at the Tampa Pro Show in 2 weeks from today. We'll be there watching you, and hopefully you'll get that coveted Olympia qualification. Good luck in the rest of your training.
Thanks, Dave.
For now, though, we are out of time. I'm Dave Palumbo with Angela Salvagna, RX Girl Trip.